Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or any time you are coming across this wonderful platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. What do we do here? We react to all forms of videos. We inform, educate the members of the public about what is happening in the globe, because information, they say, is what? Power. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to pass this information across. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, all the content is here do not in any way intend to preach hate speech, misleading information, violent or instigating war. I don't like war, so I do not promote. I don't like misleading information. I do not promote. I do not like violence. I will never promote it. YouTube, take note of this. So my great
works you are doing for us. We can't thank you enough for all the good job you are doing. Everything you are doing is in the open. Even the blind man can see it. We are really, really happy. And we want to assure you that our prayer is with you. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of the people I call the Pharisees and the Sadducees in Biafra land. The Ohaneses and the DOS, Nigeria Company Limited, do not be afraid of them. We are with you. Biafrans in Thailand are with you. I want to assure you, by the special grace of God, we will reach the promised land. Not to forget, we, Biafran here in Thailand, I need a $500. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see Asia, Middle East, and all of you coming in number. It shows that the expansion as we wanted and wish is happening with speed. Biafra liaison offices in the Middle East and Asia today has proven that we have spread across the world, and that is our target. Our target is to make sure that we take the Biafra awareness all over the world, so that after December 2nd, the music, the game, the story will change. I want everybody to understand that just as the enemy, the intruders, the invaders, the killers of our people are not resting, we are also not going to rest. So it is very, very imperative and important that the gospel of Biafra, freedom, is spread across the world. And I'm very, very happy for what the rep, how assiduously the rep, the Asia rep has worked so hard to make this particular progress we are seeing today with his team. Biafrans should understand that the day we announced the date for the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, from that day, the enemy will increase the attack against the freedom of Biafra. And of course, it is not something that is very surprising to me and to many people who understand what we're doing. But the fact is that as a government, we have to be very, very strategic. We have to also carry the people of Biafra along by informing them on the step and the plan of the government of Biafra. And that's exactly what we are doing. So we make sure we inform the Biafra people, prepare them to what is to come. Today, we see many of the defunct criminals pressure group. They are trying to distract the movement of the liberation of Biafra. This month is a very significant month in our history and in our freedom. We always remember the fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra every 30th May in every year. And of course, for the past few years, if you all could remember, this defunct political pressure group called IPOB Nigeria at a point even decided to cancel this May 30th Remembrance Day. How many of you remember? They canceled the sit at home that we normally observe every 30th May, and they claim that they are using it for empowerment and seminar. They say they have declared that our Remembrance Day is no longer Remembrance Day, that it is now a seminar day for empowerment. How many of you remember that? That was like last year or last 2 years, right? 2022 or 2023. And because their idea to end Biafra's struggle, to end anything Biafra, didn't work because of your tenacity, because of your support. This year, upon hearing that we have declared 3 days sit at home from 29th to 31st of May, as we use one stone to kill many birds, to enable our people to vote in the ongoing self-referendum as we go to the last phase of the voting of the first stage of the voting, which is going to end on May 31st. They said that only May 30th will be sit at home. But these are people who actually have decided that they have nothing to do with Biafra, including the Heroes Day. The records are there. We are not distracted. So the ongoing self-referendum is something that we are going to take very, very seriously. For those of you in Asia, Middle East, you have a duty to make sure that your people, your families are involved in making sure that we record success in the voting. We're expecting to have a couple of millions of votes before November convention in Finland. So the new, the phase 2 of this voting, we have re-strategized and have a new way and a new system of voting, which is by card, by telephone, and the online voting. So we have 3 systems of voting. We have the online voting, the physical voting by card, and by telephone. So everybody have the opportunity to vote. And one thing I want to make very clear today is that we no longer need your passport photograph in order to vote. We don't need your passport photograph. All that is needed is your name, date of birth, and your state, and that's it. We don't need, for security reasons, the government decided to adopt this system that we no longer need your passport photograph. So, and we're expecting that Biafrans will use this 3 days sit at home from 29th to 31st to vote massively. Every admin in the homeland de facto government is expected to make sure that they coordinate their state to have the highest, make sure we have the highest turnout of voters on this 3 day, during this 3 days sit at home. And then in Finland, we will look at the result of the voting count the vote and declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra, depending on how many numbers of vote that we are going to get. But I want everybody to understand that 4 million voted during the general election in the entire Biafra territory, from the south-south to the southeast. Total voters were 4 million. So the total number that boycotted the election on the order of the government of Biafra were over 20 million people. So those 20 million people, from 4 million people to 20 million people, are the Biafrans we are looking for to have their vote counted between now and October 2024. On the issue of self-defense, we will continue to empower the Biafra forces, equip them with the tools and materials they need to defend our land against those who come to kill, against the Nigeria terrorist state, whose job is to come, kill, maim, burn, and displace our people. We will continue to provide adequate materials that the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Defense Forces will need to have a very proactive response whenever the cases arises. I want everybody to understand that as we are moving forward closer to December or to November this year, a lot of sabos will be manifesting, because these are people who never believed that Biafra will come. And so they found solace in Biafra liberation. For whatever reason, they use Biafra liberation for career. And now that Biafra is coming, they are scared, worried, and very, very traumatized. What is going to be their fate after Biafra has been restored? And I am promising them today that whatever your problems are that made you to find a career in Biafra struggle, Biafra government will provide adequate opportunity for you to get employed and have reasonable, meaningful job in Biafra nation. So Biafra government is going to make sure there is job. It's going to make sure that we have social amenities. Biafra government will provide security. Biafra government will build schools, hospitals, those things that make people in the West who they are. That's exactly what Biafra government is going to do. And the journey is what we are doing today. The tours of these countries, like we are today, in Middle East and Asia, calling our people to come out, awakening the subconsciousness of our people, is part of the journey. Most of them will come today to tell you, oh, the military are killing Biafrans because of the agitation of Simon Ekpa and Biafra government in exile. And you ask them, what was the reason for the killing of 28 persons in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house? Was it because of Simon Ekpa government in exile? Was it because of Simon Ekpa agitation? Was it because of Simon Ekpa, supporting Biafra Liberation Army? The killing have started since 1945, even beyond that. As you heard the audio of one of the patrons of the defunct Ohaneze, he narrated the killings by the Fulanis, by the Nigeria state, of the Igbos and Biafrans and Yorubas and other ethnic groups. He narrated since 1935. Was it Simon Ekpa? Because when the enemies want to use you, they will use you very well. They will tell you to start saying things that never existed. Some people will say, oh, that when Biafra army go and defend our land against the terrorist army, and then they will go and burn the villages and they will disappear. Even without the Biafra Liberation Army, the Nigeria terrorist army has been burning villages in Biafra land. Even before Simon Ekpa joined the Biafra struggle, Nigeria army, terrorist army, has always burned villages, displaced people, killed them, massacred them. I could remember what happened in Odi. Obasanjo leveled the entire village. I was not in Biafra struggle. So the actions, the terrorism of the Nigeria state started as far back as 1935, even before Nigeria independence, while Biafrans scattered all over Nigeria were made to face the judgment, evil judgment, jihadist judgment of the Nigeria Caliphate. But today, many of them will say it is because of Simon Ekpa. So I want you to understand that this kind of blackmailer propaganda will increase in the coming weeks. You have to stand very strong. You have to be very resilient. You already know what you want. You already know what you are doing. Do not listen to people that have been claiming to be fighting for Biafra for many years. While their colleagues are being butchered in the street of Aba, they did nothing. When they were being killed in Anambra, in Nkpo, they did nothing. They were killed in Enugu, they did nothing. They were killed in Ebonyi, they did nothing. They were killed and massacred in Obigbo, and the bodies of our people were littered in the river, in Obigbo River. They did nothing. Today, we decided that enough is enough. Nobody will kill again in Biafra land and live to tell the story. That is not to say that sometimes those people will not do that and succeed and go. But even if they succeed and go, no matter how long it takes us, we will look for them and we'll hunt them down. Today, we are making sure that when they come to perpetrate these heinous crimes, they will meet with a very powerful resistance from the Biafra forces. And of course, many of them are not happy for that. So I want you to understand that the propaganda and blackmail will come, but we will defeat them like we have always defeated them in the past. So Biafrans in Asia, in Middle East, I thank you for your support so far. We have a long way to go, but we're definitely going to get there. From the 2nd of December, everything will change. Things will change that, like everyone knows, we cannot be fighting, agitating for freedom, and allow our people to get killed, like they have done in the past. So we are following diplomatically, politically, and of course, defense-wise. We will make sure that as they are coming to kill our people, there will be minimal casualties, because that definitely is going to come. They will kill us, we will kill them, but at the end, our freedom will come. This was the exact word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, when they kill in Enugu, they call Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa because of you. They kill in Delta State, in Oklahoma, they say it's Simon Ekpa. But our leader said they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. Our own is to defend our land, to make sure that our people are protected, our women and children who have suffered many years of butchering by the Nigeria state are protected under the Biafra Republic government in exile and other Biafra de facto government. And that's what we're doing. So I call on Biafrans to cooperate with the de facto government and submit your vote. You no longer need your passport photograph. You no longer need your picture. All you need is your name, your date of birth, your state, and let's get this thing done. You have for many years cried, and today Your liberation and your freedom is here, knocking at your doorstep. So let us put hands together and make this particular dream of Biafra a reality. Support financially, with your prayer, with your ideas, and otherwise, to make sure that after the 2nd of December, we will fight those who have come to kill us in our land, and things will never remain the same until Biafra is recognized by international community. We are also making it very clear today to the Biafrans in Middle East and Asia that the plan we have to make sure after the declaration in December, we will fight until Biafra is recognized, will begin to manifest very, very soon. We have engaged many organizations, including those in Washington, D.C., to make sure that as these things are happening, the decision makers will be paying very keen interest in the issue of Biafra. Biafra is going to be the only country that will end the upsurge of terrorists within the Sahel region and, of course, in the entire West Africa. We welcome every presence of the United States military in our region. We welcome every presence of any nation who want to bring their military presence in our land, but at the same time, you must not interfere to protect the interests of the Nigeria terrorist state. There we will have a problem. We are ready to fight anybody who comes to our land to kill us. The interest of Biafra is first before any other thing. So if your presence or whatever you are doing is not about Biafra interest, to protect the interests of Biafra people, we are definitely going to resist you. And when we resist with our allies. I thank you all for your support, and let's look forward for bigger picture and bigger things that is ahead of us, which is declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra on December 2nd. If you are still planning to attend the Finland Convention, I urge and advise you to make your application and get your ticket, because the space are limited. And once we get to the limit, the space will no longer be available. And you don't want to miss this historic event. It is a lifetime event where you are coming as a delegate from all over the world to append your signature on the declaration document of the Biafra. From here, I thank you all for this wonderful tour today. And I have made promises to many other countries where I visit them. And as you all know, we are working on the Biafra satellite radio and station and television, which we expect that it will, cut across the entire 40 state of Biafra. And that project has started. In the coming days, we will start in Akwa Ibom State, in former Akwa Ibom State, and we're going to cover that state before we go to the next state in the coastal state. So I thank you all for today. Looking forward to see you again. My program today is very, very hectic. This evening, I will be having another media coverage that will last up to 3 to 4 hours. And it is all for the awareness of Biafra and Biafra to the world. Thank you. Airborne for the Biafra Liberation Army.
Airborne. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Ịgba agbalị gị mgba gbasịa gị mee ihe niile chee dat na ị ga-ada wee wụrụ kwụkwarụ maka achị na obere nwa ka nwa obere nwa nya nwa 85 years ya 85 nwa 1985 a obere nwa ka ọ ya abịa wetara anyị bịa afọ but etu o si wee dị Chukwu bụ ihe kpọrọ gị n'oku a and ama m na ị ga-eme ya ị ga-eme wetara anyị hope because ndị mmadụ because mgbe ejidere Nnamdi Kanu onye ọwụna fenti siri efenti mana ka ibu itere wee bugota onye nna ihe nji wee kpọọ gị eze nnọọ agbata obi yes eshira from autopilot wee baa gọọmenti on exile and a ga-erukwa from exile anyị ga-anakwa homeland so enye gị eze nnọọ ekene gị mụnwa eji m $100 wee na-asị na nna sọpọtụ gị n'ihe a na-eme from UAE ekene gị.
Yeah, well, thank you. We go to Mazi Chijoke. Pakistan admin, over to you, please.
Ụmụ Chineke ekene m unu. Ana m apụta, ana anụkwa olu m.
Yes, so very well.
Okay. Onye unu na-anụ olu ya bụ Maazị Chukwujoke Okeke from Pakistan. Onye mmekete admin na-ekwu, admin Pakistan. And eji m $150 wee na-asị our prime minister no. You're welcome. What an abandon odogwu nwoke, the good guy. Ya bara gị ya dị ka echi na-eche anaghị agwụ agwụ. Isi ike na mbọ niile na-agbara anyị. Anyị kwụgị n'azụ nwanne mmadụ. Darụ.
Thank you much.
Darụ.
Thank you much. We go to CNS Woto. CNS Woto, over to you. CNS Woto, over to you.
Yes. Good morning, Prime Minister, His Excellency Madisa Monekwa, and good morning, fellow ministers and fellow Biafrans. Prime Minister, you're welcome to Middle East and Asia tour. You're welcome. And I want fellow Biafrans to draw a very big lesson from this very part of the world, Asia and Middle East. It is the center of conflicts where the Europeans pack all the conflicts in America and other continents and put. It's a warring continent, Asia and Middle East. And I want our brothers in Asia and Middle East to draw a solace from your visit to that very region, because this is where the kingdom of darkness and the kingdom of light are superimposing each other. And if we can draw a lesson from there, it means you're going to have a peaceful Biafran region. So, Prime Minister, in your wisdom and everything that Chukwu Kabion has endowed in you, as you are touring around the world, taking different levels of conflict resolution measures, especially in the Middle East, where we have Pakistan. I don't know there is Igbo people in Pakistan and Afghanistan, even down to the problem Palestinians and wherever. We are going to have a very peaceful country called Biafra in a few months to come. So those of you in Middle East, please do not see our Prime Minister, do not be looking at our Prime Minister as just an image, but look at the content in him, apply it, bring it home. We are going to resolve everything about religious and ethnic crisis. Biafra land will remain one of the most peaceful regions or peaceful country in the world under the supervision of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So he's a great man. His touring to Middle East and Asia have already raised the beacon of peace in the whole world. We know what is going on there. I want you people to make sure you finance our strong army, at least proudly to say that Biafra Liberation Army is one of the strongest army in the sub-Saharan regions and the transatlantic regions, where we share border between the transatlantic region and the Sahara region. So we have the strongest army, even with lesser equipment. So make sure you finance this very army. This war is already won. Courtesy of our Prime Minister. They say he has a baby face, but this baby face is scaring all the adult face away. and none of them could look his face to face and speak with him. They are running from interview, they are running from debate because they know they will lose. And they will continue running, keep on running until Chukwuka will give us victory on 2nd of December. So as you all of you turn out in mass to welcome our Prime Minister, please do turn out in mass to make sure you support all his agendas. It is paramount. Everything he does comes in the millions, and we want all of you to come out. Everywhere you are, even those in this space and those who will listen to this in this Zoom and those who listen later, come out in mass. This is our project. This is our freedom. This is our take. We have to leave this for the next generations in a free and hinge-free, mode. We are not going to leave conflict for our children. We are going to fight every conflict now, resolve it, and leave a prosperous future for our children. Thank you, Prime Minister. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. And thank you, our fellow ministers all over the world doing great. God bless Biafra. God bless Asia. God bless Middle East. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you. I have updates from here.
Okay.
Dr. Agi from USA, $100 to support the PM's visit today. Dr. Agi. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Agi. Thank you. Then we go to ZA202ZT. ZA202ZT. Unmute yourself and speak, please.
All hail Biafra.
Yeah, well, all hail Biafra.
Obatobie.
No.
The ministers. We are glad to have you here. I'm speaking from Japan. My name is Chukudi. The good guy. In fact, we are happy to have you. The only guy who do automobile, who carry so many load and continue to dance. Everything they do, no, they touch her. You know, in the automobile, where you do safe, nobody know where you go get the automobile. Huh? He carry every load when Nigeria carry give him. Mba asị na abụghị Abakaliki ka iti gwọta ọgwụ nke a o jemiri ejemi amaghị ebe isi wee gwọta ya nke ahụ na-agbagharị so na anyị kwụ gị n'azụ. We are behind you from Japan. In fact, anyị enweghị ọtụtụ okwu na-asị na ọtụtụ okwu adịghị mma n'ụka mgbede. You are welcome once again. You are welcome. And iji welo na-atịkwa gị welcome. Anyị ji 20,000 yen wee na-asọpọtụ ọbịbịa gị tata. Deme. No.
Thank you, Mazi Chukwudi. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Chukwudi. Mazi Chukwudi enyegokwa the first one. Second round. Mazi Chukwudi, dewo. God bless you.
Thank you. Then we go to Okosisi. Over to you.
Updates from my side. My financial secretary just gave me an update. He wasn't here. He's not here at all, but he said South African friends around him gave him what we are doing on television, and gave him 50,000 won to give to us. And for him, he has done his own, but he said for his heart overwhelming that they want to support us with another 50,000 won. That's total of 100,000 won plus the 50 and 60. That's about 210,000 won now. It's with me that have not remitted. Other ones have remitted. So this one should be marked down. Then after the meeting, then I will translate 210,000.
Thank you,
Thank
Mazi.
you, South Korea. Thank you, South Korea. South Korea, small.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, but don't be honest, boss. I like you say I am
To this one. Okay.
Thank you. We go over to Piontech. Piontech, unmute yourself. Piontech, unmute yourself. Over to you.
My PM, good evening. Welcome to South Korea and Asia and Middle East.
There we go.
I greet PM. I use 50,000 won to take my cola nuts. When I PM ka ogwolumu egwa eji akwatu mgbidi Jericho. Onwe egwu ọbata obi a na-abụ ọgwọ mgbidi Jericho anada. That is the only song that break the camel's back in the land of the zoo. Ọbata obi a sing no.
There we go.
Ịma na egwu na-ekwu.
Ọ na-eme ha anaghị ekwe omume.
Otu a ka ọ dị, ịnọ na mmụọ.
All right.
Uche ọnụ pilot na-ekwu from South Korea.
From South Korea.
Achọrọ m egwu a.
Unu anwago, a ga-agụrụ na egwu a.
Ide.
Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe
This is the song that breaks the pen of the zoo. Ọbata obi no.
Prince Brown, over to you. Unmute yourself.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
Obutobie. Odogwu. Okwurokwu na Finland omezuo na Biafra land. Ọ ya adịrị gị na mma nna m. Good asụrụ na mba, nụ ya na mba. The good guy himself. Ụmụ Biafra ekene m unu. Update from India. On behalf of our admin, Mazema Idife, the new update and the total amount to Emebru before. Total amount to before of $1,640. So the new update now, Honora, Yeshua, extra 30,000, extra $30, or maybe $20 before. So add extra $30. N'ihi obi aṅụrị o nwere n'ihe na-eme here today. Chukwu nọ ya Sunday, $30. Okeke Paul, $20. Amajoyi Godwin, $40. Ofu nwaanyị bụ onye obodo India, ọ na-follow our PM na Twitter every time. O tego disturb anyị. So anyị sky try ya today ka anyị gbanwee ihe ọ na-ekwu eziokwu. Ọ sị na Port Willu. Onye $10. Amụ abụkwa Chief Okechukwu Igweka na adịkwa extra $40 na $60 nke m mebiri before. total amount ndidi mgbe ọnụ chọkwara ikwuru isi onwe ya so ka unu nyetụ
netwọk na-enyekwa ya nsogbu.
India la China.
onye kwuru datin
Ị ga-eji spoon ya ọ wasị ọ ga-ikwuru ka ọ hangry. Okay, you want to go hungry. So why he India just hang everywhere? India got hang. You got the number.
I got the number. Even as you're talking, your own is hanging.
Let's go to the family.
Get the number.
All right, when you're back, we continue from there. We go to
the family member. I have the number. The family member. Amazi mebe kwesịrị akpọsigo m so candidate mbọnụ kene our PMs ka m wee kpọzie the total amount anyị nwetara from India now. Biko na ụmụnna dị ya dara mma.
Ndewo.
Ga-eguzoro gị ọtọ.
Can you spotlight them if they have a video, please?
Ndewo. Okwu juru m ọnụ. Saa nwụrụ nnọọ ihe juru m obi. Imeela nnọọ na ịkpọpụta anyị n'ime ohu anyị nọ kemgbe isiripụta ụwa anyị nọ n'ime ohu. Ndewo. Biko asị m ka nkele onye ihu nkele onye azụ. Jisi ike nnọọ mebi anyị nweta Biafra ụmụ m ga-abịa lụọ nwaanyị na-ekponye. Anyị nweta Biafra ụmụ m ga-abịa lụọ ụmụ m nwoke ndị atọ ha ga-abịa lụọ nwaanyị na-ebonye. Before now nkwuwerela ha tete si aga m like ka ha lụọ nwaanyị Ebonyi because ha na-adị sincere, honest,
yes,
and hardworking. So and Chineke emekwala okwu ahụ ga-emezu. Ise biko unu jisi ike Pastor Vam Sonia Barawa Maazị 247 everybody. Ana m like isi mkpuka gị but enwe m ike ya ị na-agbalị jisi ike ya gaziere gị nụ na ekelere m everybody chief of staff echefuola m aha gị biko okenye abịala biko ekelere m everybody biko nke onye ọbụla jide nke oji biko ndewo nọ anyị nọ n'India na biko unu mekwanụ ka akụrụ akpa anyị ruo ụlọ.
Ise o jibe some of $15 wee na support chance enyere
network akọpụkwala ya. When it matters most, why can network get each other akopia? Let us move forward.
Okay, our senior citizen, Bishop Dr. Comfort and Mazi Ben Luke. Bishop Dr. Comfort, you go first.
There
we
I'm actually donate $50 for the song our Prime Minister gave, despite the odd hours he visited you. May God bless you. May God bless you.
Thank you, Bishop Comfort. Nancy Ben Luke, our ambassador, over to you. Try again. Okay.
Wow. Your Excellency, our Prime Minister, what a day. And Honorable Henry Oginwaka, you have pulled the biggest weight. You have made us proud. Sitting here and seeing all these nations coming together, thank you very much. Prime Minister, you have able people all around you. Just because of your dedication, your spirit has infected all of us. We are happy. Thank you. Honorable, with joy, Agneji $50. Sina ihimere de mma. Jisike. Asia, jisike.
Thank you, sir.
Jisinike. Airborne.
Airborne. Airborne. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Bendu. DK Sam Dick, over to you. Unmute yourself. DK Sam Dick, you have the mic.
Yes, Akara, good morning from here. I
There
feel
will.
support Middle Asia and the Middle East for the sum of $100.
Wow, thank you. All right, we go to Biafra in Kazakhstan. Biafra in Kazakhstan, over to you.
And no mano. Yes, my ego yeah. Me. I've not to quite gonna start somebody. My ego anana baby and I can leave. When I call when I told Angela, I got about me and I tell you. I let to go get my one of my brother flew here, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan not here, but Biafrans are here. There are many, but we just need Biafran voice to come in power. Even then, the Kazakhstan don't something called. I can hammer that always got to that Biafra is existing. Does not mean I don't matter. So we are many here. Many here. So here, my brother never could our admin. So never to go because I just now support. So now I'm gonna add over in 5,000 tenge. It is here or down. They want.
Thank you, Kazakhstan. They will.
Malaysia admin, over to you.
Yes. Update. Mazi Henry with the support 50 ringgit for the cola. And the other brother that gave 50 ringgit before was Mazi Smith
And Henry.
Thank you.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.